Hello there, everybody. I'm Mr. GamePie, and welcome to a new Let's Play. It's Let's Play Rabi Ribi, a cool indie game that I found a few days ago. I've beaten it a few times at this point, so I definitely know what I'm doing. And, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. It's a really cool Metroidvania platformer game. Definitely one of my favorite genres, with heavy influence from Nintendo and from Toho. Now, I'm not that big a Toho fan, and the influences there are very prevalent. I am a huge Nintendo fan, so I'm definitely going to be pointing out influences whenever that comes relevant. Yeah, this game does have a lot of text, so I will be going through it fairly quickly, just to keep things rather expedient. And hey, look, it's our playable character. This is Erina, and she's a bunny girl. Previously just a bunny. Indeed, she can talk! The bunny can speak. Does make me wonder, how did she learn to speak now that she just became human? Oh, this is no dream. It's reality. But yeah, she is very reasonably freaking out about it. Because, I mean, hey, yeah, species changes. That's a pretty big deal. Alright, so time to move around. We can walk around and jump, and that's essentially all that we can do right now. Although that's all that we need right now. And hey, look, somebody's calling out to Erina. And yep, it's Miru. Miru is Erina's owner's sister. And she is in fact the last person that Erina remembers being held by before transportalizing to this location and transforming into a human. Or at least, mostly human. And it's another person, which we can tell because there's blue text. And the fact that Erina said that she didn't recognize that particular voice. Technically, we could go off into any of these side hallways, but if we tried to do that, we would be immediately pushed back again. So, not gonna do that. Hey, look! It's another room. It's very spacey. It's Miru, an extremely shadowy figure. And apparently we have much to do. And Erina awakes, asleep in the lap of a goat girl, with goat ears. And now we have the prologue. That's right, everything that we've been playing so far is the pre-prologue. So yeah, Irisu is a very shy individual. She tends to run off a lot. Indeed! Let's go! I'm not actually controlling this scenario. This is all cutscene. Alright! So at this point, we can do a little bit of exploring. We can jump, and no, that's still about it. There's these little blob bunny things, which will hurt you if you touch them, so don't do that. Alright. We can fall down a hole down here. That's kind of cool. There's another rabbit. There's some holes and stuff. There's a person that we can talk to. And indeed, there's a rock. And we can jump up here, but we're not really going to do anything down here for now. That said, this is a very Metroidvania game, and if we wanted to, we could totally break the sequence down there. Yeah, touching these guys, they're basically toxic. Serious poison types. But now we have the Pico Hammer. And we can swing the hammer around and hit things. As you can see down there at the bottom, there's an SP bar, which determines how much we can swing the hammer. Right now, we have about 4 swings before we run out of SP, and if you do run out of SP, you have to wait until it fully recharges before you can hit things again. And yeah, apparently people like to search for bunnies around here. Now, there are a variety of secret techniques in this game, and I'm going to be going over them all in time. But for now, the first one that I like to talk about is the quick drop. Whenever you're in the air, you can press down on the jump button to fall faster. It'll make these little blue afterglow effects appear. And also kind of makes you move a little bit faster too. Nope, missed. Alright, let's keep moving. Obviously, you can use the hammer to break things, so that's cool. And down we go. Oh. Okay, that's nice. Anyway, we're just gonna... Oh man, the mushroom! It's taken multiple hits. There we go. And now our hammer level increased, so our attack range is better. This is something that happens with a couple things in the game, where the more times you use the hammer on things, the more powerful it will become. This is a nice way of teaching new players about all the different moves the hammer can do. Because the hammer can do quite a few things, and just throwing it all on you at once would be a little bit overwhelming. So the hammer leveling up over time and giving you new options is a pretty good way of handling that scenario. Anyway, gonna save here. I'm gonna save pretty much every chance that I get. Alright, let's continue. So yeah, for this early section, the hammer levels up pretty fast. You're not going to be leveling up throughout the game. It's honestly just here to teach you the mechanics of how the hammer can potentially work. Also, there's a secret over here. But, in here, this is an area that requires to go through a small passageway, and we can't do that yet. So, can't get that secret yet. We'll have to come back later, because that's something that happens a lot in this game. Alright, so we got a new move. We can upward attack. So that's nice. Alright, so time for the first of a major mechanic in the game. Our first boss battle. And it's actually against what I would consider to be the best character in the game. Coco! So yeah, she's a cat girl. Mainly because the developers felt like the cat was sort of a natural enemy of the rabbit, so having a cat girl as the first boss would make sense. But yeah, she's also a poor cat girl. And apparently, she's one of Rumi's friends. And apparently there are bunny lovers that wear bunny ears. And apparently they're a group of crazies! And she doesn't believe that we're an actual bunny. So, looks like it's time to fight. Alright, right. Yeah, I don't have all those moves yet. I've played the game so many times that I kind of got used to having all my moves and stuff. But yeah, basically the reason why Coco is the best is because she uses explosives. Alright, now we got a quad combo. We can hit 4 times in a row. Also, she has that bomb over there. But yeah, basically, she has explosives, and for anybody who's been following me around for a long time, you know that I love my explosions. She is the best at it. Oh, better stand off a little bit to the side because she's got bombs, and they're gonna blow up into giant pillars. Yeah, as you can see above her, she's got a little icon, which is representative of a defense boost, which you could see further up in the top right. Well, not right now anymore, but for a moment anyway. That's going to be something is that lots of characters can have status effects. They can apply them to themselves, and they can apply them to you. And you can also apply them to yourself over time. And it's always important to pay attention to what status effects an enemy has, because that could make them quite a bit more difficult. And there are some very special status effects that do very bizarre things. Alright, but after beating Coco, we get this! The Carrot Bomb! Now we too can use explosives. They're not very good right now though, but much like the hammer, our explosives also level up. Except, unlike the hammer, which levels up to teach us how to use the various hammer moves, the carrot doesn't get any other moves. It just gets statistically better. There's really no reason for it to level up. But yeah, it'll explode faster, it'll have larger explosions, it will have more damage. The Carrot Bomb level ups do increase its abilities quite a bit, although even so, I find myself hardly ever using them. They're just not very effective, even at max power. And the fact that they don't start at max power is just pointless, honestly. It's kind of weird. I don't get why they did it. But anyway, there's some good enemies down here to sort of grind your Carrot Bomb abilities off of. Also, here's a health upgrade. You're going to be finding lots of upgrades in this game. There's also another way through this area. If you didn't want to fight Coco before getting that health upgrade, you could have gone through this wall. Alright, oh boy, now we can get more attacks. So yeah, that's our full combo right there. It ends with the spinny attack. Oh no, Rabi Town is doomed. And we teleported to a rave cave. Alright, Serena's looking at the bright side of things. You get to see the world. If you're a human, I guess. Oh, okay, there's a guy. Get out of here. Yeah, technically speaking, there's a couple secret techniques that we could use to get here early, and in fact fight the next boss before fighting Coco. But, it's kind of a mess. There's actually an achievement for doing it, and if you want to go through the game without collecting any items at all, which is very possible, by the way, it's something you basically have to do, because the boss that we're going to fight here is Ribbon. Yes, a pink-haired fairy named Ribbon. Definitely not similar to any other video game characters whatsoever. Also, I guess we got another hammer level up. Nice. This game can often feel like a turn-based RPG because after attacking characters, they'll often go into a pseudo-invincible stance, where you can't really hit them for a short while. It's whenever those hexagons appear over them, you hear that clinking sound. Notably, in the Ribbon fight here, the ledge off to the left is a safe spot so long as Ribbon is fighting you down near the ground. Of course, once she starts doing this, all bets are off. Fortunately, just being the second boss of the game, or potentially the first boss of the game even, Ribbon isn't really that difficult. Notably, if you are fighting her before you've gotten the hammer, her health bar will automatically drain over time. And by over time, I mean like over the course of a second or two. It's a very short battle if you don't have the hammer yet. Alright, there we go. Dodged all that stuff. I mean, I guess technically I didn't dodge all that stuff, but I dodged a lot of it. I am just being terrible at dodging this. Oh my gosh, I think I got hit by all those! Well, whatever. It doesn't particularly matter. Oh. What you up to, Ribbon? There we go. Get back down here. I gotta hit you with a hammer a few more times. Oh, almost. Okay, we're right on top of each other. Careful, because you do take collision damage. But yes, Ribbon was afraid that Erina was going to eat her. But that was never the case. Meat isn't very healthy for rabbits. So yeah, now we see the Rabi, the rabbit, Erina, and the Ribi, Ribbon, the fairy. These are our two protagonists that we'll be following throughout the entire game. One awkward thing about this, though, is the fact that both Erina and Ribbon talk in the third person. So, there will be times whenever you'll read, "Oh man, Erina didn't think about that," and if you're not paying attention, you'll think, wait one second, was Erina referring to herself, or was Ribbon referring to Erina? I wasn't paying enough attention! Fortunately, the text box is at least color-coded. Yeah, Ribbon can also fight, which we'll be going over here in a second, after another cutscene. And, yeah, we can't jump up there yet. That's not physically possible. Alright, here we go. So yeah, Ribbon is our projectile user. She can fire off these small projectiles, and they use up none of her magic points. And she can also fire off charge shots, which do use up her magic points.